Mom!
What?
I love you.
Love you too.
That presents the opinions of urban women with different backgrounds and perspectives. Alongside Heidi and Dawn, I am Sayuri, and Shay is on vacation this week. We would like to thank you all for tuning in. Now, before we get going, we want all of you to do us a favor and take out your cell phones and text your friends. Post on your social networking sites what you're listening to, and this is skycitymg.com/talk-radio. You can call us at 678-701-3738 and join our Facebook pages, and we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm the new host, and I don't really know the full, the way this goes. So I'm just going to open it up and just ask you how your week goes. How's your week been, Heidi?
Well, this is Heidi speaking. My week's been pretty good. I've been traveling on business, and I'm back in town. My back's a little hurting today, so my husband's here to support me. But God is good, and I'm feeling good. We got a whole bunch of topics, and I'm kind of excited today.
Okay. How about you, Dawn?
It's been a good week. I'm a little confused about the bipolar weather today.
Yeah,
but
I agree with that.
The temperature dropped, but I'm sure the sun will be back out. So today I'm gonna say I'm 75 and sunny.
All right. Okay.
She got themes. I'm not mad at you, Dawn. I'm not mad at all.
I'm 75 and sunny.
Right. I miss Shay. Shay's on vacation. Shay, if you're listening, we love you.
We miss you.
She's not listening because she's incognito. She's in Never Never Land. She wouldn't tell us where she was going, but we know that she's probably relaxing and having a wonderful time. So she will be back to join us next week.
And we'll wait for that because we got a whole lot to talk to her about. So Let's get it moving.
Right. Last week we talked about the kidnapped teenage girls in Africa. Do you think we need to talk about that anymore?
We just kind of wanted to update some new things that have happened since we talked about it last week. Because last week when we talked about it, we really just talked about whether or not the United States should get involved and what our opinions were regarding that. Okay. But since then, now we've heard about Boko Haram, and his thing is he wants so you guys know about the video that's been out. Boko Haram said that he will return some of the girls if the government will take some of the people that work for him out of jail. Wow. So he wants a barter deal, which is crazy. But at least most of the girls are still alive, and the parents are just hoping and praying at this point because the video that was put out, a lot of people saw a lot of the girls that were kidnapped. So at least now we know that a lot of the girls are still alive and they're doing okay. So we just kind of wanted to.
When I was looking at the numbers, I saw that 50 girls actually escaped from that group of 300. So they're thinking it's about 270 some girls that are still either in captive, but unfortunately some of them have been sold into slavery or to be married to someone else. As a sex slave, which is very unfortunate. So I'm thinking that the parents that that I saw who were kind of reaching out and protesting on the news on CNN yesterday morning are just hoping that they can get, their kids returned. But the unfortunate piece of it is, as USA, we always have the policy we don't negotiate with terrorists, and I'm thinking that a lot of other countries have the same kind of policy as well. So I know that we have sent drones out to scour over the land, the area of land right now, not for militant combat, but to scour and to do surveillance to see if they can actually find out where he's holding the girls or where they're held up, so that a team can go in. France has gone in. Canada today has also gone in, which I thought was pretty cool. A couple of other countries have stepped up to help. So I'm feeling like they are getting much more attention and much more support. And it's just not on the USA to step in and do everything, although we did send over a team as well.
Right.
Well, when I hear you say that the United States has a policy of just not negotiating with terrorists, that to me sounds like you're just not open to what somebody else wants. You just want what you want, and it doesn't matter what you want, because I'm coming to take what I want, and I don't care about you. Because if you're in a marriage and you're holding something hostage, or you're holding something, you're not doing something, and you want to open something up, you don't leave with saying, I'm not negotiating with you.
True.
Or do you? I mean, or how successful is that if you went in that way?
Well, I said that was the policy. I'm not so sure that we always stick to that policy, because obviously we've negotiated in the past release of hostages. We've seen that throughout time, at least ever since I've been growing up. I used to watch that hit the news all the time. I just don't know, is it that when we're negotiating, is it because the people we're negotiating with have some kind of resource that we want or need? That's really what I'm thinking it is. So I'm just hoping that, I'm kind of feeling what Don was saying last week. I know that we have a lot of kids over here that we need to do things for, but I just hope that they are able to retrieve most of these girls back, because nobody as a parent would want to sit around and be in fear that their child was never going to be returned. I mean, that's not, I don't wish that on anybody.
Yeah, I heard something about I think it was one of the parents whose daughter was taken away, and she was saying, I think she saw her daughter on the video, so that kind of gave her peace of mind. But still, she's like, the family's up at night, worried because they don't know what's going on. And I mean, just to be in that situation, that is just, I can't even imagine how that feels.
Right. Yeah, it's messed up, but I mean, the government doesn't think about that type of stuff. They don't think about that. They're not considering that on paper when they decide whether or not they're going to go over there. They try to figure out, what can we get?
Right, I agree.
And how can we make everybody help us get what we want?
Right.
When we go over here, if we help them. It's not a reason. I mean, because there's so much that needs to be done. That's not done.
Boko Haram has already killed like 1,500 people in massacres and all this other stuff. Like,
So who is he?
Dude is.
I read that he is this is a militant group. They kind of compared them in the article I read to Al Qaeda, a little bit like Al Qaeda. Basically, they're a terrorist group, but they tend to only, from what I'm reading, they're only hitting African countries. They do have Islamic ties, so I do think that they're practicing. I don't know what part they're practicing, but from what I understand, they have some type of Islamic ties. But it's just, it doesn't matter. A terrorist is a terrorist. If you rob it, and it said that they make most of their money from robbing and stealing and also kidnapping. That's how they fund their organization. So you're a terrorist.
But that's how America funds their stuff too. I mean, it's just hating to me.
Well, I agree.
Because this country's doing the same thing to each other, and it's messed up. It's not awesome at all. But it's not. What I'm saying is that this is a crisis in a human capacity. Human people, we value human life. The government don't think about human life. To me, I don't see where they display that on a daily, monthly, weekly basis, that they care about us, the citizens of this same country, to be rescued from their policies that keep us enslaved to them. So it's kind of like, we can't expect them to have morals when it comes to everybody else, even if that's what they're saying they don't. I don't
Right.
believe it. I don't see
Right.
it, so I can't really hear you on it.
Right.
I
Right.
see what you're saying, but I also see why you're saying what you're saying. When the government says let's go to war, it's like, all right, you want gas, okay? But no, we don't want gas. We're trying to no, sir. You're gonna go get gas when you get over there. You're gonna liberate some people. We're gonna air quote that, and then we're gonna go ahead and get the gas out the ground, and then we're gonna set up a base. And then we're gonna live there forever.
Right.
And then because
we're
gonna
gonna
help.
we're gonna maintain our resources, right?
Because we're here to help.
Yeah, no, but we really maintaining our resources and making sure they ain't burning down our oil fields that we've now acquired. Yeah, no, I'm feeling you.
So
I got you.
Yeah, so that's really sad, and I really just hope and pray that everybody comes back home, because if 50 can get away, some more can get away.
Right.
And I really would like to hear their story about how they managed to get away from
That would be awesome.
I'm
to
sure
hear
that
some of those girls.
even some of the girls that have already escaped, I'm pretty sure if a few of them, after they kind of get themselves together, because I'm sure a lot of them are still in a place mentally from what they experienced.
Crisis.
But once they get past that, I'm pretty sure there will be some people that will maybe, if some of them may want to step up and be, because I'm sure there will be people who will want to interview them.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a matter of whether or not they will want to be interviewed and tell their story. But
and if they're listening, I would encourage
but
them
as
to
somebody
please
just
get
said,
some money.
money there will be money dealing with that.
Let me tell y'all what I thought was interesting. When my husband and I were writing in, we were reading what is the meaning behind the name of the group. And the meaning of the name behind this particular terrorist group is Western education is a sin. So, and I thought that was really interesting.
What's the name of the group?
The guy who's over it,
Boko Haram,
whatever and I'm sorry because I'm not looking at the article to see the name of the group. I'll look that up and bring that up next segment.
So there's a name of
their organization
that he's over.
It means Western education is a sin. So you stole Nigerian girls who were trying to better themselves, and the reason why I know they were because Fox News called them Christian girls. I thought that was interesting, from a school who were trying to learn and educate themselves in a country that doesn't promote educating women. Right. And let's just put it out there. Right. So I'm just hoping that some of these girls that did escape, they gain the strength to get it together, normalize themselves once they come out of crisis, and that they talk about, write about, and put this stuff in the forefront.
Everyone needs a way to add gold to their financial portfolio. Carrot Bars International makes gold affordable to the masses with the freegoldplan.com. Get gold in 24-karat 999.9% pure gold bullion in small affordable weights. Save your money in gold and even get paid to share with others how to do the same. No broker fees, no setup fees, and with referrals, your gold can be free. Go to thefreegoldplan.com. That's thefreegoldplan.com now.
So the salient features, once more, the GS 4200 model.